Hey, Facebook friends and YouTube. Okay, I'm going to make a video now about love and respect. And this is a marriage relationship advice video. Paul says that men should love their wives and women should respect their husbands. And my husband said that Paul said that women should respect their husbands because we can't love them or something, so we just have to respect them. But I think it's really more that men mostly feel love through respect, and women feel love through love. So, one big point that I thought of was that for all the hours that men put in for work, that is why they deserve our respect and they're worthy of it. Of course, now most families aren't traditional families like they used to be, where the husband is working all day and the wife is cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids. I mean, that's how our family has run for 5 years now, praise God, that I've been able to stay home. But, anyways, I think that's why, though, a lot of women now have a hard time respecting their husbands because they're mad because they have to provide also. And that would be pretty frustrating. Like, I was almost going to teach next year and start working so we could have a double income and then pay off our house faster. But I'm pretty sure now I'm pregnant because I keep feeling really nauseous, like pregnant nauseous. So, anyways, God's will be done. Hopefully, it's a son. But, anyways, so I guess I'll still get to stay home. But I think that's a big reason why now it's hard for wives to respect their husbands is if they're having to work too and provide, and they're doing the cooking and cleaning and taking care of the kids. But anyways, that's how God originally designed it, was that, the man is the provider and the woman is the child raising person and the house worker, cleaner person. But anyways, and then as far as husbands, love your wives, I think Paul needed to really emphasize that because especially back then there was a lot of like degradation of women. Like women were looked on basically like property back then when Paul was writing that, like almost the equivalent of like owning livestock or something. Like women just weren't thought of very highly in that culture. So Paul really wanted to emphasize that, like, husbands, love your wives. Like, you really need to love them because they're bearing your children and they're cooking and cleaning for you. And I suppose it could be easy, though, for a man to look down on a woman because she's not earning an income, not making money. So, anyways, the whole point is that a husband needs to love his wife and not be condescending with her. There's one verse that says, husbands, don't be harsh with your wives so that your prayers will not be hindered. Why would a husband be harsh with his wife? Well, for that reason, I think maybe they would look down on them because a man might see a woman's work as trivial or meager, but because it's not like going out and doing, work out in society. But obviously, it's still important because we're raising the next generation. So, and then a woman could, I guess, also say the same thing, like, well, your work isn't important because you're just like working for other people and, you're not raising the next generation. So I guess that's why women could, or Satan could tell women that they don't need to respect their husbands and like they would feel justified because it's like, well, I'm doing the more important job. So both men and women, husbands and wives, can feel like, well, that I'm doing the most important job. And then that could cause them to not respect or love the other one. So, anyways, but we need to have that respect. Women need to respect their husbands for all the work they're doing, even if the woman is working too. Hopefully your husband is working more than you and making more money than you, so you can respect him. Hopefully he is worthy of your respect. And then, husbands, love your wives. And also I think it's like love, like, you need to be caring and tender and understand that she's going through a lot, like in raising children, because it is pretty stressful, especially if you have a 3-year-old. Kids can be really difficult. So that's why, really husbands need to really focus on that, like loving their wives and being willing to sacrifice for her. It says, love your wives in the way that Jesus loved the church and gave his life for the church. So, and it's important because, a woman, he's at one point, Paul says the weaker vessel, which some people think that that's misogynistic or something, or Yeah. But weaker because when we're pregnant, obviously we are weaker. And, if we're nursing a baby, we're weaker. Like we can't do as much stuff because of that as men can. And also physically, we are weaker. So we're not capable of doing all the hard labor jobs that men can do, which is fine with me. But anyways, so there is really just such a push now in our society to like gender equality and make it like men and women are the same. Like we're equal in value, but we're not the same. And it's okay. Like it's nice to be a woman if you get to stay home and raise your kids. That's nice. And then I'm sure men, well, hopefully, the good men appreciate that they get to go out and work, and for the most part, I think guys like that. They like to get out, get out of the house, whereas women are generally fine just like being home. So that's because that's how we're wired, Women are supposed to like just being around their kids all the time, and then men are supposed to have a drive to go out and work and provide for the family. So anyways, I hope that helped some of you think about love and respect in marriage, and may God bless you all. Have a great day.